Fellas, how are you? Welcome to the stream. It is your boy Vinny XPL, and we are back with yet another video. We're gonna do 2 videos in one day today. Obviously we just want to get this out, and we will do the Carlton review tomorrow. So yeah, we're just gonna obviously first of all go through the round 1 tips. For what we did, and just quickly run through them, and then we'll go straight into the round 2 tips. Anyway, so it's really weird because on my official tipping comp, I tipped Melbourne to win, but obviously I'm just gonna do like because I got 7 out of 9 on my main. On my main tipping comp, so I don't know how I managed to get 5 here, but anyways, we'll just go through it. So anyways, we tipped Bulldogs to win by 12 points, and they went down to Melbourne. Obviously tipped the blue baggers in. They got the job done. We did tip St Kilda, and obviously the Pies won there. And we went for a bit of an underdog in Essendon. GWS came out on top in that one. We did pick Sydney to beat GWS, Brisbane to beat Port Adelaide, Hawthorne to beat North, Fremantle vs Adelaide. That was an absolute rip, but I streamed both of these games in a doubleheader. That was a very good stream. And of course we did tip West Coast against Gold Coast. I just really thought West Coast would come out on top on that one, but apparently I was very wrong. Anyways, we'll just scroll back up now. As you can see, just there we go, and there we go. Okay, round 2 tips. Now this is interesting because I said very, very clearly that I was going to tip Bulldogs whether we won or not. Because obviously I'm a Carlton fan, and I don't normally like tipping against my team, but obviously it's for the video. This isn't the official tipping comp that I'm in. You know, like the odds aren't too much against us, I guess you could say. You know, but it's hard to go past the Dogs here. We have lost Chera. Chera is not playing tomorrow, which is a big blow for us. But on the other hand, we've got big old Sammy Walsh back, which is going to be amazing to see him play. Hopefully he's fully fit though. That's the only issue I've got with him, and I just hope we didn't rush him back. Otherwise, I hope we didn't rush him back because we lost Chera. Otherwise, we're gonna be in some trouble, and the club's gonna cop a lot of hate. It'll be from me too, to be honest. But anyways, look, you know, I did say I wasn't going to tip Carlton, and I'm gonna stick with that. If we had a fully fit team, like if Walsh came back and Chera was okay too to play, I would have said no worries at all. Obviously, we could have still very easily lost, but I would have probably tipped the Blues anyways. But it's going to go hard to go past Bulldogs here, and we're just going to tip the Bulldogs by 21 points. And moving on to Friday night, this should be an absolute ripper. As you can even see in the percentages here. Excuse me. So, last time this was at the SCG, it was an absolute ripper. No doubt about it. Sydney, Geelong, it's kind of hard to go past Sydney at the SCG, you know, and this could potentially be Buddy's 1000s to get him even more motivated. He's 4 away, so it's hard. You know, last time it was a mark. It was a mark that should have been paid a mark. We didn't get paid a mark. That costed Geelong that game. And there was a lot of controversy after that. But I just feel like it's gonna be hard to go past Sydney for this one, so I'm gonna go the Swans. Next up, we've got Collingwood vs Adelaide, and Adelaide obviously coming off that unfortunate 1-point loss to Fremantle, and Collingwood with a pretty convincing win over St Kilda. So once again, it's kind of hard to go past the home team here in Collingwood. So yeah, we're just gonna go straight ahead and tip the Pies. Next up, we've got Brisbane and Essendon. Now, this is at Marvel Stadium. It is Essendon's home. Why it's not at the MCG, I don't know. Oh, actually, hang on. Because Collingwood are versus Adelaide at the MCG. Gotcha. Okay. Once again, though, it is still interesting to what to do here. Because you never know if Essendon is going to turn up like they've done it before. But I'm probably going to have to go to safe option here. And I'm going to go Brisbane to beat Essendon. So next up here, Port Adelaide versus Hawthorne. it's just way too hard. It's at Adelaide Oval. I'm just gonna go tip them straight away. It's at Adelaide Oval. They got a narrow loss at the Gabba as well to Brisbane, which is still fairly impressive. Because obviously Brisbane just owned the Gabba. Being their home, of course. So I'm gonna have to go put Adelaide to win this one. Melbourne, Gold Coast. We're gonna need to go Melbourne here. Like, fair play to Gold Coast. They bet West Coast. They had I think something like 11 of their best players out, which always helps. But still, for Gold Coast to be down by 4 goals or something too, and to crawl themselves back into it was just great to see. And it's good to see him 0-1, and it's good to see him beat West Coast for the first time in their history, I believe. But obviously, in saying that, still, it's hard to go past Melbourne against Gold Coast. This is a very interesting game. I don't know who to tip here. Oh wow. I seriously don't know who to tip here. Both of them coming off losses to bloody other bottom 4 teams. And I'm not saying West Coast is a bottom 4 team. I'm mainly talking about North here. But they both lost to bottom 4 teams, who I believe are Hawthorne and Gold Coast. I believe West Coast gets some of their players back, not all of them. And if that's the case, it might be a bit hard to go past West Coast here. They seriously don't play too bad at Marvel, if I'm correct. Also, in saying that, North, I feel like they could go decent this year. It's hard to tell because they did lose to the Hawks. We're going to have to go West Coast. We're going to have to go bloody West Coast. Okay. Last 2 games. So Richmond GWS. Now, Richmond, of course, coming off the loss to us again, so against Carlton, and GWS coming off the loss to Sydney, and they both lost by quite a bit, 3 plus goals, I believe. So, another interesting match. It is at the MCG, which is why I think it's so high in Richmond's favour. If this was at Giant Stadium, I honestly think Giants would have the upper hand, and they would be favoured for this game. Look at this, man. 1.9 to 1.94 is what it stands at on Sportsbet. That's ridiculous. And people have still gone so in favour of Richmond. It's unbelievable. I feel like it's going to be much closer than people think. And in saying that, I'm going to go the Tigers. I just don't see them going 0-2. I could see GWS missing finals. I don't see Richmond... Well, they could miss finals too, but I just don't see them going 0-2. And last but not least, Fremantle St Kilda. Another interesting game up the stadium. Fremantle, of course, 1-point win over Adelaide. St Kilda with the loss to Collingwood. And if you guys have watched at all my most recent video, which came out a few hours ago, I did so I've done a little series. It's called Vinny's Top 5 Talking Points of the Round, and I actually went on to say St Kilda could be a bottom 4 team this year, and in saying that as well, I'm gonna back in Fremantle here now. I didn't even mean to tip all the favourites. This could go either way. I could have easily tipped North. I was probably going to tip North, and then I changed last second to West Coast. But apart from that, if you look at all the percentages here, this game too, this could go legit either way. Even Carlton, Bulldogs, either way. It should be a cracking week. Some of the games, obviously, I reckon will be blown out of the park. I reckon Brisbane will, unfortunate for Essendon fans, will flog Essendon, so they'll cop 2 floggings in a week against 2 hard teams, though, so you have to feel somewhat sorry for them. I seriously feel like Melbourne will flog Gold Coast. I feel like Port will flog Hawthorne. This game, I reckon, might be the closest of the round, if not definitely Sydney Geelong. But I not even being biased, I reckon Bulldogs Carlton will be game of the round. But I could be very wrong about that too. But there, guys, there it is. We've got the tips for round 2. Just save them. So yeah, we'll quickly just go through them again. We've gone Fremantle to beat Saints, Richmond to beat GWS, West Coast to beat North, Melbourne to beat Gold Coast, Port Adelaide to beat Hawthorne, Brisbane to beat Essendon, Collingwood to beat Adelaide. Now, this might sound a bit foolish. I was low-key thinking about tipping Adelaide here. Because they normally match up, I think, decent against Collingwood, but at the MCG, I wasn't going to go past the Pies. Sydney to beat Geelong could go absolutely either way, and I reckon, trying not to be biased, this game could honestly go either way. We match up good against the Dogs. We always have for some reason. I don't know what it is, but I've gone the Dogs here by 21 points. But yeah, guys, those are the tips for round 2 of the AFL season 2022. And that's it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Like, subscribe,